Yo, what's up, everybody? Valve released the craziest patch yesterday. The spring cleaning. It's time to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Alright, we're gonna just go through the thing as they release it. Or like the way they released it. And we're just gonna talk about it. We're gonna discuss it. We're just gonna... Okay? Now, I got a lot of things to talk about in regards to the custom games, of course. So, the Spring Cleaning 2018 update. The winter's breath still blows across the land, the vernal hopes of creep and whatever. Let's go to the update page, right? Spring cleaning. I like this artwork. This is great. I like the little creep scrubbing it. Like, that's good shit, right? So, first, here's what we changed. Redesigned player profile. Okay, let's take a look. What do we have? I couldn't care less. Alright, never mind. Let's move on. We have gameplay changelog notifications. This, I think, is incredible. Thank fucking God, right? So, though the constantly evolves and keeping track of changes can be daunting, especially if you release changes in patch, like once or twice a year in batches of 500 of them all at once, right? But gameplay changelog notifications, so they're constantly involved and keeping track of changes can be daunting. Now you can see which heroes have updates by looking at the top hero portrait bar of a selected hero on the drafting screen. Hover over the icon to see any changes made since the last time you looked. In addition, there's now a section in the Learn tab with the full changelog. During a game, you can hover over an ability or item tooltip to see if and how they changed. So, this is good shit. And this actually leads directly into the other thing I want to talk about, but I want to take a look at this really quick, gameplay updates, right? So you can just see exactly what changed here, which is really cool. Right, then they have this last trainer. I don't give a shit about that, so I'm not even going to talk about it. But, here's the big thing. Here's the thing. They also announced that they will be releasing patches for Dota 2 every 2 weeks going forward. Right? Before they were releasing patches every blue moon, every sixth time of the year where innocent calf was slaughtered by a maniac, right? Something like that. I think that was their release schedule. They have changed from that now, and they're now doing different things where they release a patch every 2 weeks, which is good shit, right? Like, that's what I have been saying they should be doing for years now. But that's good. That's really good. Now, I do have some quality memes for you guys really quick here. You know, I just thought you might, like, I'm just saying, just some really, really quick quality memes here. You know, nothing really too crazy here. Right? I just felt like we should maybe, like, bring up that point really quick. So let's hope that is not the case. Let's just hope that is not what happens, okay? But cool. I just wanted to bring that up as well, right? But 2-week gameplay updates, I think, are fantastic. Thank God they're doing that way. I have argued for this so many times. It is been like, it's just been absolutely necessary for so long. It's gonna keep players engaged. It's gonna make it so everybody's always like, oh, what's coming out this week, right? Absolutely fantastic. I think it's great. I'm so glad they're finally doing this. I think doing small incremental changes are much better this way. You know how when they release a patch, or like you know, or something that happens a lot is they release one of those giant patches and then a hero like kind of goes unnoticed for a week and then everybody's like, oh my god, that guy's broken, right? Now I think if you do small incremental changes that you can now do because you patch every 2 weeks, that's less likely to happen, right? So that is incredible. I'm so happy about that. Now of course I'm a little bit worried about the arcade, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So then, let's go back. What do we have? Last hit trainer. Again, I don't care about that. I do think this is good. Let me rephrase that. I think this is good to have in a game. I'm glad they have it in the game. I will never, ever, ever even open it, but I think it's good that it's there. I think it's something that should have been there 3 years ago, to be honest. But I'm glad it's finally here, and I will still never, ever even open it. So, improved buyback notifications, that's cool. Live Pro Circuit Tournament tab, cool. Strategy phase item pooling, so you can like share items around, cool. Team teleport status, cool. 6-month matchmaking bans. Everybody's freaking out over this one. I think it's cool. Alright, I can actually, give me just 1 second. on Reddit, there is some people that were complaining about this shit, and it's super fucking hilarious. It's actually so funny. If I can only find it. Alright, give me just 1 second. Maybe that's not it. That's not it. There we go. I found it. Okay, I found it. So here it is. Thank you, Wolf. Nothing makes me happier than all the toxic players crying about their six months ban. Okay, that's not really that interesting. But what is fun is these threads right here. Where just let's low priority 6 months ban due to a bug. Automated system working as intended in low priority before the update. Low priority time ban ran out today. Guess what? I go to queue and I have 6 month ban on my account for absolutely no fucking reason. And then, hey, look at that. That's me. And then we have, yes, there we go. This is what I'm looking for. This is where it gets fucking great, right? Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Fucking 5 minutes in the game. End. My team idiots. Just end. Go end. The report won't go. Throw facts. My retarded support's trying. Look at this. Isn't this just so fun? Oh my god. I love these threads. This is so funny. Right? Look at him. There he is. Like, just again, the same fucking thing. Right? Here. Right? Shadow Shaman. Okay, you're cheating. I'm reporting you to death for scripting. The other thread is just as fucking good, man. The other thread is just as good. If you look at this one. Alright, thank you for the 6 month ban. 10 out of 10 word cloud. Somebody took his word cloud, which is like using his most common phrases that he uses in chat. End report, please. Alright, STFU trash dog. Shit fucking dogs. I like that he's got Gucci in there though. This is this guy's word cloud. So just you know, I don't feel bad for him. Right? If you get 6 month bans, if you get a ban for 6 months, it's a high likelihood that you deserved it. Alright, so that's good shit. Language-based matchmaking, I think that's good too. People keep complaining about it, that you can't communicate with your teammates, and that's nice. That's a valid point, right? So yeah, language-based matchmaking. Redeliver courier items, yes. I thought that was in the game already. A good team is up and sure always gets it. With new hero icon delivery, icons appear to the crew when it's carrying someone else's items. It's easier than ever to be a good teammate. Okay. Anyway, custom arcade game revamp. We're gonna go through this really quick and we're gonna talk about it in detail. So custom game arcade revamp. The arcade tab has been revamped to help you find open custom game lobbies with greater ease. Peruse open lobbies from around the world or use the list of the most recent lobbies in nearby region to join a server with good ping. And then we've got custom matchmaking penalties. Custom game developers can now opt their games into a penalty enforcement mode. Players who abandon or fail to ready up these custom games will receive matchmaking cooldowns in the arcade. And dedicated servers for custom games to help improve the overall user experience when playing in the arcade. Dedicated server support is now enabled by default for all custom games. I just want to point out, this was called it, right? I always said that like this is what they should do. This is what they need to do if they give a shit at all. This is what they have to do. I called all three of them easy peasy. Minimap neutral difficulty icons. Cool. Ready check. Ready not ready. That's actually kind of a cool idea. Didn't even know that was in the game. Color tower, active friend flavor, visual tower damage, and alright, and then there's just like some gameplay shit. There's nothing really super important in here. I want to bring up a few things though that I think are actually somewhat relevant that you might care about and gameplay related. BKB, this change was pretty big. Meteor Hammer, this is the biggest one, I think. Meteor Hammer cooldown reduced to 28 seconds. I actually think makes this item a good item. I have always said that the reason why...
What's up?
Hey, Dadapon, thanks for the sub. Right, but I always said the reason why Meteor Hammer has 40 seconds cooldown is because then you can't use it every creep wave. With 28 seconds cooldown, you can now use it every creep wave, which actually makes it a very powerful item. I think you'll see a lot of Meteor Hammers stacked with Ethelons on heroes like Pugna, heroes that can use the early strength, and then you just fucking push with it, and it's actually gonna be god tier. Like, this item will be incredibly powerful. Yeah. But other than that, I don't. This is all not really that like crazy interesting in my opinion. Right? I'm just like not that interested. The big thing to note here though is that so Shadowfiend got quite a hefty nerf. But the big thing to note here is that Medusa did not get nerfed, but with the 2-week patch cycle, I expect the big like balance patch to actually drop in 2 weeks. Not today, but in 2 weeks. Today is mostly just a spring cleaning, right? And they did some stuff, but next week, in 2 weeks, you'll see the big balance changes. So, let's talk about the arcade, my friends. Here we are. Look at the arcade. Now, I'm gonna be talking about a lot of this stuff in the context of Open Angel Arena. That's because Open Angel Arena is my mode. That's what the thing I know the most about, and I don't really want to make assumptions for the other game modes. But I'm gonna be talking about our plans, the context that all of this has for us, and then what I think about this and all of that. Now, the first thing I want to do here, and this is why I was waiting with doing this discussion here until I'm streaming, I want everybody in the chat right now to go into the arcade. Go into Search Custom Games, type in Open Angel Arena. You will find 2 games. Go for Open Angel Arena Fixed. Don't go for this one. This one is going to be deleted. Go for Open Angel Arena Fixed. Go here. Click Create Custom Lobby. And then just create. Do not host with a password. Just simply push create. Do not join lobbies. Just click create. Alright? Just do this for me right now. The more people that do this, the better we can prove the point that I'm about to prove. You don't have to like join the game if the game, or like ever start the game. When the game starts filling up, you just leave the lobby, right? And just host a new lobby. Just host the lobby. Right? Everybody host the lobby right now. Alright? And now we're gonna refresh, and hey, look who's here! Look who's here! Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Let's refresh this again. Oh, guys, look, we're number 2. Look at that, we are number 2. Oh, now we are solidly number 2. Man, that was fast. Well, wasn't that quick? Oh, okay. Let's see if we can get to number 1. Guys, do you think we can get to number 1? We only need 15 more people to host the lobby. I mean, it's really... it does not take a lot of people to actually host the lobby right now. It's 15 more people. Come on, guys. Like, it's only 9 to go. Come on, guys. 10 people can host the lobby right now. 26. Only 3 more. Can we do it? Can we do it? Are we going to be number 1? Come on, guys, 5 more, 5 more. Do it. Come on. Guys, did we do it? No, we're still not number 1. Oh! Number 1. We are number 1, boys. Look at that. Easy game. Who is number 1? Who is number 1? We are number 1. We are number 1. Look at that. Now, you may say that we are abusing the system. I say this is the system. This is how you're supposed to use it. It's not abusing it. This is how the system works, and this is what it's good for. And this right here that I just showed off, where we in 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, we're in a minute. We shot from not being on the list to being a number 1 spot on the list. That is a good thing, right? Let me go ahead and explain how this system works. So, these lobbies here are ranked according to how many lobbies are open. Right? So as long as the lobby is open, you are on the list, and then the game with the most lobbies open is at the very top of the list. Right? So currently we have 29 lobbies open. I think people are starting to shut down their lobbies. Right? But you will see that now everybody close your lobby again. Right? Just close your lobby. Just leave your lobby. All right? Don't kick everybody. Like, let people play if they want to play. But just, like, leave the lobby. You will see we just drop out of there instantly. That kind of rapid iteration is a good thing because it makes it so that that games are actually able to be hosted, right? Like, I can right now take the second day of Frostivus if I wanted to, host it by myself, and I will be on this list, right? And there we go. We're down to 6 lobbies, right? We dropped out of there really, really quick. That is a good thing. Right, that is how it works. So the more lobbies are open, the more people come in. Now, let's talk about the screen in general, and let me give you a little bit of history on this. So when Dark Lord, let me start somewhere else. Save custom games. Let me start somewhere else. This is the Save Custom Games GitHub page. This is the thing they posted on Reddit. Let me show you something. This is what it looked like before. This is what we suggested, what Dark Lord suggested. You may notice this is the exact same thing. They literally took it as suggested, 100%, and implemented it into the arcade. 100% the way they suggested it. Right? Not even like close, not even similar, just straight up, boom, it's in. In every single possible way, they exactly implemented what we asked for. Now, let me give you a little bit of context on this, right? Because as much as that is what we had asked for, I don't think this system is actually the best system that we could have. In fact, I believe this, what we currently have, this lobby system, is better, vastly better than the top 10 list before, but it's ugly as sin. Look at how much blank space there is.
Dark Lord equals Ice Frog.
Hey, Percy, thanks for the sub. But look at how much blank space there is. Look at how much nothing there is on the screen, right? Like, this entire section here would get any like graphic designer get kicked out of their design school, right? Because there's just so much empty space on this screen that is not being used for anything, right? This interface does not need to be as big as it is and then provide as little information as it does, right? But let me give you some history. When Dark Lord made this page, right? And this was an initiative from Dark Lord. I was somebody, I didn't really help make it, but I was one of the big people, I was one of the people that was like, really like, do it, man, do it, right? You really have to go for it. And I argued for him in the Discord. I argued for Dark Lord. I said, Dark Lord, do it. This is a good thing to do. Pursue this, right? And everybody else shut up. Now, who is everybody else? In the Mod Dota Discord, in the Mod Dota community, there were some people, there still are some people, that were incredibly salty, mostly, with Valve, right? And they kept telling Dark Lord when he was working on this website that he should stop. He needs to stop trying. Stop trying. It's not worth it. We already tried. It didn't work for us. It will never work for you.
Maybe add
stop
different
it.
options
Stop
of
it.
showing the lobbies,
Stop it.
like
Stop
grid,
it. Stop.
details,
Stop,
and
Dark
large
Lord.
icons
Stop
and
it.
animated
Stop.
icons? Just
Stop
what I
trying.
think would look nice.
All right. Hey, sorry, Putis. Yeah, there's lots we can do to improve that, right? But like, that's what was going on. There were these people that used to be part of the modding community, got so alienated by Valve that they aren't even part of it anymore, that they don't want to be part of it anymore, and they just kept telling him, stop doing what you're doing, stop trying. That made a discussion about how this right here should be made, like this suggestions for the revamped arcade layout, very difficult. Right? In fact, I think almost nobody is perfectly happy with this suggestion. Sorry, Buddhist. Stop, Buddhist. Right? But nobody was really 100% happy with this. I am not 100% happy with this at all. I think there's many other things we should do with this. First of all, I think there should be filters. I think it should not just be purely based on how many lobbies there are open. I think it should also be based on time, so that lobbies decay upwards. The longer you have a lobby open, the further it gets pushed upwards. Kind of like a reverse Reddit system, right? Where the lobbies are weight, which is the upvotes, and then also it doesn't matter how many upvotes you have at the end, it starts decaying. So it doesn't matter how many lobbies are open. Eventually, just like if you just have one lobby open, it will decay and rise upwards anyway. That's what I think would be ideal. I think there should be filters. You should be able to search for specific types of custom games, and custom game creators should be able to say, okay, my custom game is a tower defense or with custom heroes, or my game is an arena fighter, my game is a dungeon crawler, my game is a first-person shooter, right? You customize some tags or whatever, right? And you can then search, filter the arcade for these things and find games that fit those descriptions. That is what I was hoping for, and that's what I think we should have suggested. But because of these dissenting voices in the Discord telling Darker to stop trying, to stop doing what he's doing, I think the discussion didn't go as far as it should have. And there was a brief period of time where Dark Lord just disappeared. And I'm fairly confident he just disappeared because people kept telling him that what he's doing is a waste of time. Now, when I saw this, right, when I saw that they literally added in exactly what is on the Save Custom Games website, two thoughts crossed my mind. The first thing is, fuck those people, right? And this is what I want to say right here. This goes out to everybody. Never stop trying. If you truly believe in something, if you still care about it, if you still think it's important, don't stop trying. It doesn't matter who tells you no. It doesn't matter what's going on elsewhere. Just keep trying. It may not work, but you just accept that possibility, just in the same way there was only a 1% chance that this might work. We gambled on that 1% and we fucking got it. So I went into the Discord on that day, yesterday. I went into the Discord and I just said fuck you to all of those people. And I know that's not the nicest thing to do, but fuck those people. Fuck them. Right? Like, what a bunch of cunts. God. Just because you don't care doesn't mean everybody else also has to not care. Right? Fuck them. The second thing that crossed my mind, I think this is an apology from, well, okay, now this is a little bit out there, but bear with me. I think the fact that they implemented exactly what we asked for, they gave everybody dedicated servers, they gave lever protection, and they actually gave a little bit of a changelog for the changes they made in, like for the arcade, or regarding the arcade, and then they implemented this right here, the lobby list. I believe this is an apology. I think this is Valve saying, guys, we're sorry about the custom game contest. The custom game contest was a complete fucking shit show, right? The custom game contest was an insult to the custom game community. Absolutely horrible. A complete shit show. And I think Valve is not in a position where they can simply admit that, right? They can't just say, hey, this is why we fucked this up, right? Like, they can't do that. That doesn't really work. That's really bad PR. Because right now they are upset with us, like they upset us, small community, but they, you know. Anyway. So what they did is they just implemented exactly what we asked for to kind of say, sorry, have this, right? I think that's what's going on. I don't know. It might be conspiracy theory territory, but that's just what I'm thinking. It's just my thoughts, right? It's just my thoughts. Now, let's talk about my game really quick. So, this right here is Open Angel Arena. You may notice there's only 8 people playing right now. It's not that many people. Why? Usually we have a lot more than that. That's because currently the official entry is Open Angel Arena fixed. Because every game has dedicated servers now, we are now able to go back to our original entry into the arcade, which is, Open Angel Arena fixed right now. Because what we did before is we were using the old PimPyPeon entry because it had dedicated servers, but that is no longer necessary because everybody has dedicated servers. So we're just using this old entry now instead as our new entry because this gives us complete control over the workshop. One of the big problems with the arcade is that you can't actually give your workshop entry to anybody else. So you can see this one is owned by Noya. If we ever want to change anything about this text, about these screenshots, and you can see these screenshots are super small because he didn't properly put them into the client, like he didn't upload them properly. We have to talk to Noya first. We have to be like, hey, can you do this for us? And here's something. And that really sucks. We don't want to do that. So what we decided yesterday is we're going to move workshop entry. This game right here, currently, if you load in, let me just show it to you really quick. If you load in, you'll see a big text on the screen that is like, hey, this is not the official entry right now. Go play the other one, right? This entry will eventually be deleted or made private or whatever. We're gonna keep it open for a few more days, and then we're going to just remove it and make it private. But yeah, right here you see this. You're playing the wrong version. We moved to open entry and fixed it. It has MMR and lever protection. This version does not. This version will be going away soon. Thinking bottle. Thinking bottle is very important. That's fucking him up. Alright. Now, people are saying, bring back PimPyPeon. And one of the big reasons why previously we couldn't bring back PimPyPeon is, well, the main reason why we took PimPyPeon's entry in the first place. Dedicated servers. PimPyPeon is a game that requires dedicated servers. Right? It absolutely required dedicated servers. And since we didn't have another entry we could use for the dedicated servers, we just had to leave it. Now, I'm not promising that we'll bring it back, because that does require work, and we need to fix it up. We need to make sure that everything is good before we can do that. But we'll definitely look into it. That's what I promise, right? I personally do want to have PimPyPeon back. My problem is just I am not a programmer. I can't bring it back by myself. I would even not mind working on it again, right? Just fix it up a bit, make it even better. But yeah, I would like to bring PimPyPeon back, fix it up, make it playable again, and then just upload it somewhere and then just maintain it so it's another game in the workshop that you can play. Since everybody has dedicated servers now, that is an option. And I just wanted to let you know that it is something we consider doing. So this is our new workshop entry, OpenAngel Arena fixed. We will not update the other entry. Please play on this one. This is also the only one that actually has MMR, right? So this right here is the OpenAngel Arena website. You can see we have leaderboards, we have MMR on here. I just lost 40 MMR because me and Nails fucking suck and couldn't carry a game against a bunch of scrubs. Dude, where am I? Oh, I'm all the way down there. Fuck. But yeah, this right here is the top 100 leaderboard, right? You have your MMR up in the top right corner. You can check that there. And yeah, so this is only being tracked on the main website here, on the main game here. We also have the lever penalty enabled. So if you leave a game now, you not only lose the MMR, but you also have those lever penalty, and we will keep that enabled most likely. Right, because it is kind of a game where, you know, we need everybody to stay in the game. Yeah. So, another thing. Soon, we will be releasing the OpenAngel Arena Bottle Pass. Which, I thought you hated MMR, you hypocrite. I don't hate MMR, I just don't want to play it in regular Dota. Like, I'm not opposed to playing ranked. I play ranked in Hearthstone all the time. Right, I play ranked in other games. I just don't want to play it in Dota. And just because I don't want to play it doesn't mean I don't think there's no merit to it. I think there's absolutely merit to it, and I think that other people enjoy it, and so I supply other people with what they like. Right? Now, the OpenAngel Arena Bottle Pass will be a battle pass. It's just got a much better name. But the OpenAngel Arena Bottle Pass, it will be something we add into the game. You can play OpenAngel Arena, and you earn experience for playing OpenAngel Arena. Everybody has a bottle pass. You don't have to buy it. Everything is free. It's just something that is supposed to reward you for playing the game. You only earn in-game cosmetics and shit like that. You earn bottle skins and all of that. You will earn multiples of everything. So maybe when you're like level 100, you have like 10 different bottle skins that you can use, which you will then be able to choose on the website, oaa.gg, which bottle skin you actually have equipped. Now, this... Well, let me actually open up a little document really quick. But this bottle pass uses an experience system, and you will in a second see what I mean with, or like what I'm getting to. Anyway, here it is. Right. So here's how experience will be done. For every 2 minutes, you get 1 experience points for every 2 minutes the game lasts. If the game lasts 25 minutes. Or longer, then you get a random full game bonus between 20 and 30 experience. You need 100 experience to level up. You get a 50% experience bonus for hosting a lobby. Right? So again, I want to make clear because people are still confused. The bottle pass is free. You do not have to pay for it. There's nothing that is free. It's just you don't have to, there's no money. You don't have to spend any money. You just play. You get a +5 bonus for first game of the day. You get a +5 bonus for first win of the day. You get a 100% experience bonus for everybody in the lobby if someone in the lobby is playing on one of their first games. We did the math on this. This doesn't sound like a lot of experience, but you'll be able to get through this at a reasonable pace, and you unlock something every single time you level up. Right? But yeah. So that's the thing, right? Like, we're going to be rewarding people for hosting lobbies because that's kind of how this new system works, right? So again, guys, do me the favor again. Everybody host a lobby for Open Angel Arena. Right now, just host the lobby, right? As I showed before, create custom lobby. No password, just click create like this. All right, I'm going to leave mine because else mine will fill up. But just host a lobby. Right now. All right, we've got 3 lobbies right now. Let's refresh this. We gotta wait a bit. There's a bit of a stream delay. All right, but we'll be shooting up all the way up in just a little while, I'm sure. No, there we are already. We already got 4. So here's the thing, right? We want to encourage people for hosting lobbies, to host lobbies. Not only do we want to encourage people to host lobbies, but we also want to make it so that every day at 8 p.m. Central European Time, 8 p.m. Berlin time, we are going to be hosting lobbies, right? And we're going to be in the community Discord hosting lobbies so everybody can come play. So at 8 p.m., we want to make that our time slot. That is the Open Angel Arena time slot. At 8 p.m., we host lobbies. Everybody can come play, and then everybody plays, right? And that's going to hopefully make it so that everybody can play. Again, keep that time in mind. 8 p.m. And I think a lot of games will actually do a similar thing where they will have their time slots during the day when they'll host lobbies and play, right? So you can see right now, we're 27 lobbies. Can we get more? Can we get to 100? Guys, come on, fill it up. Can we get all the way up there? Oh, 28 right now. Well, we're second again. All right, well, come on, let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Let's go as high as we can. All right. Now, I personally, as I mentioned, I don't consider this abusing the system. I consider this using the system. I consider this as part of the system. This is just how the system is meant to be used. But every day at 8 p.m., we're going to be hosting our lobby. That will be our time slot, and we're going to claim that right now. Right? And we're going to be hosting lobbies, and we're going to be playing Open Angel Arena, and I'm hoping you guys will show up to play Open Angel Arena then. And, yeah, I also was kind of considering that we might want to start doing patches for Open Angel Arena in a 2-week cycle as well, right? Where we release patches every 2 weeks. That might be a good idea. But yeah, something we'll also do is we'll probably find another way to reward people for hosting lobbies at 8 p.m., right? Like maybe if you host a lobby at 8 p.m., you get another experience bonus or something like that for the Bottle Pass. Now, if you take a quick look at the Bottle Pass, I did finish this up yesterday. So you can see we've got a lot of fucking rewards, right? Like a lot of it is just reusing stuff from the international and all of that, but we have some custom stuff in there. We'll create more custom stuff. But yeah, there's currently 100 levels. We did the math on this. if you go super, super hardcore, you get incredibly lucky, you finish everything, you do everything optimally, the best way possible, you can finish this Bottle Pass in 90 games. About 90 games. Which is, of course, a lot of time, right? That would take a long time. So, yeah, right? So that will be like lots of rewards coming, lots of cool stuff in there. And again, we'll fancy it up and put more cool stuff in there. But again, we want to make 8 p.m. Berlin time our time slot. That's when we play, and that's when I hope that you all are gonna be hosting lobbies and joining lobbies. That's when I'm gonna be hosting lobbies every day at 8 p.m. I'm gonna try to host a lobby and play a lobby, right? And that's gonna be our time slot. That's when we play, and that's when you're gonna have the best shot at playing. Now, I really hope that this current arcade page is not the final product. And that's one of the cool things too, right? Because of the 2-week iteration cycle that they now finally have, thank God, right? But because of that, they'll now be able to hopefully just update this frequently until it's perfect. I don't know if they will, right? Frankly, my suspicions are telling me, no, they won't. But I also didn't think they would do this, so I feel like if they got this far, then I don't see why they wouldn't just finish it, right? Because I feel like right now it's about 70% done. Let's go ahead and squeeze in those last 30, and then we're gonna be all really, really happy about it, right? People just filled my lobby, lol, had to deny it. Oh no, come on, play a game. Play a game, man. It's a good game. It's a fun game. All right? But anyway, so those are my thoughts on the new patch. Let me go ahead and see if I missed anything. Let me go ahead and just see, did we forget about anything? This is just a bunch of stuff, general changes. We don't really care about the gameplay stuff. Do we want to go through this really quick? What's now required? 2 kids to kill, that's good. Tier 1 tower over increase. I'm not a huge fan of that. Roshano has 25% status resistance. Okay. Drafting time per hero selection reduced, okay. Aeon Disc. Wait, old pick. Oh, I thought it was Captain's Draft. Aeon Disc, yeah, this is a good change. This is actually a buff. I know this doesn't sound like a buff, but it is a buff. Battle Fury creep bonus damage reduced from 60% to... It had 60% creep damage bonus. That's crazy good. Alright, wow. Black Kingbar, cooldown rescale. Blink Dagger, cooldown increased, okay. Enchanted Mango, mana restore increased. I do want to say one thing really quick about OAA, as like a final note really quick. Open Angel Arena Fixed is fully playable. Fully playable. Like 100% playable. You can see a update for spring cleaning patch. There are no significant bugs. There are some, because we're still fixing up for the spring cleaning patch, right? Like sometimes icons get a bit messy. In that case, just reconnect really quick. But it is fully 100% playable. It's fine. You can play it. It's one of the few custom games that already works perfectly. But yeah, Fairy Fire. We got 4 stuff. Time it takes to travel the full distance increased. Okay. Hurricane Pike. Cooldown increased. Oh, that's actually really big. That's a big increase. 5 seconds is harsh. Meteor again. I think this is the biggest change. Soul Ring recipe cost increased. Spirit Vessel and recipe cost. Oh, no. All right. Chemical Rage base attack time bonus increased. Okay. Level 10 talent from minus 5 seconds to minus 8. Oh, that's a lot. 400 health or 400 unstable concoction. Man, those are some pretty good buffs. Ember Spray. This is again pushing the aggro alchemist that they've been pushing for a long time now. They must be really, really close to having this thing be good. Right? This is not support alchemist. This is aggro roaming minus armor alchemist with blink dagger, solar crest, that kind of stuff. It's very good already. This is actually probably just gonna make it really nasty. Ember Spirit buff. They want physical ember back. Enchantress base damage reduced. Attack backswing reduced. This actually has like very little impact at all. Blade Dance. This is pretty significant. This is actually a really big change. This reduces his damage output by a lot. Shrug, Split Earth mana cost reduced. Okay. Lina, base intelligence increased. And then base damage. This is also very big, actually. This makes Lina a much more consistent last hitter. This is a very, very big change. I think she'll be viable mid again. Base damage random variance reduced from 18 minimum maximum damage spread to 12. That I'm gonna explain that one because I feel like a lot of people may not actually really get it. So every hero's attack damage has variance on it. Oh, that doesn't. Can I not look this shit up here? About? Oh yeah. So you can see my attack damage is 46 to 58. If we look at, for example, let's say Axe, right? He has 49 to 53. So his attack damage is really predictable. There's only a small variance there, only a variance of 4. Chaos Knight has a variance of 30. 51 to 81. I'm sure you all have played Chaos Knight before, and you're like, God damn it, why am I not getting any of these last hits? That's because Chaos Knight has the highest damage variance. And that makes it really difficult to probably predict how much damage you're actually going to do on the next attack. Reducing the damage variance by 6, right? Making it so that Lena doesn't have a damage variance of 18, but a damage variance of 12, makes it so that she's better at last hitting. A lower damage variance always means better at last hitting. If you think about heroes that have are really good at last hitting, we think about Puck. Right? Puck actually only has a damage variance of 11, and ranged heroes generally have much more than melee heroes, right? So that's actually really solid. We think about Queen of Pain here. She's got damage variance of 8. That's really low yet again. Right? And then we think about a hero like Lashrak, 4. Very consistent in terms of last hitting, right? But then we think about supports. Let's look at the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor got a 10. Okay, you know what? Maybe not exactly perfectly accurate there, but generally speaking, it's a tool that allows you to kind of push a hero more into a supporting role or more into a carry role, right? Check Techies. What does Techies have? Techies has 2. Wow, very low damage variance, but then again, very low damage in general. Anyway, mana drain now slows the target. This is huge. Very powerful. It's actually just really good. I guess it's all the mana drain actually does something. Like this is a strong buff. Like in Shapeshift cooldown increased, base armor reduced by 1. Well, this is completely irrelevant because wolves need no armor. Okay, memes aside, this is actually pretty important. I know people always like to make fun of something like armor reduced by 1, but dude, one less armor is actually 6% less effective HP for the entire game. It's pretty significant. Medusa, Mystic Snake cast range reduced, that's big. Level 10 talent from 12% evasion to 15%. Level 15 talent increased from more mana steal. Oh, and level 20 talent reduced? Oh. Oh, that's surprising. They mostly buffed her. I guess this change is really big then. Right? Like, the only reason why I see these two happening, like, the only reason why I see why they buffed this is because this right here must be really significant. It's often pretty difficult to tell without seeing it in game, but this must be a really big change. Morphling. Morph cast range increased, good. Morph mana cost reduced, good. Morph replicate cast point removed. Oh, wait. That's the Aghanim's? What is that? I don't know what that is. What is the replicate? Anyway. Nature's Prophet, Wrath of Nature, cooldown reduced. Sure. Omni-Knight, Degenora. Oh, thank God, yeah. Reduced that thing some more, why not? Cast range reduced, yeah. Oracle, Fortune's End mana cost reduced, okay. Pangolier, Rolling Thunder, cooldown increased. Wow, they actually think he needs a nerf. That's cool. Rod Slow rescaled, okay. Pugna level 15 talent increased. This, by the way, this is another one of those changes where you may notice it's weak at level 1 and stronger at later levels. This is to push Pudge into the direction of a core, right? Generally, value points or abilities that are really good at low levels lead more to support heroes, while abilities that are powerful at higher levels and require levels to, be acquired are more powerful on core heroes. Pugna, level 15 talent increased from +1 underwater health to +2, and life drain damage increased. Scepter now only removes cooldown. Oh, that seems reasonable. Necromastery, maximum souls reduced. That's actually pretty significant. Evershock cooldown increased. I like that. It's so powerful at level 1. Shock's total damage reduced from... Oh, Shackle's total damage reduced. Oh, okay. Does hardly any damage early now. Tinker, base movement speed reduced. Good. Toss cooldown increased. Snowball can no longer be cast while rooted. And Mineral mana cost reduced. There were 20 talent change from +1 Shackle Shot target to 0.5 second Shackle Shot duration. And 25 talent from plus 30% minutes stun focus fire to plus 35%. Okay, so I don't think this is actually a good change. I don't like this one at all. The reason why I don't like this change is because this was irrelevant and this will be irrelevant. Right? Like, if you're gonna make a change it from irrelevant to relevant. Don't change it from irrelevant to irrelevant. It doesn't do anything. But yeah. Anyway, that about sums up this discussion here. I hope that was interesting. If you did, if you did like the video, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. Go play some Open Angel Arena. We got MMR. You can check on openangelarena.gg, which you just have to sign in with your Steam. Don't worry, it's perfectly legit. There's nothing that we can even do with you signing in, right? Like, even if we wanted to scam you, we couldn't. So, you know, don't worry about it. And you can just check your MMR there. You can just check the leaderboards. And, yeah. Anyway, more features coming soon. Hope to see you around.